Okay. Hi, hello, and welcome if you're new, or welcome back if you've seen any of my other videos. My name is Kayla Evans, and today, we're doing a little room tour. So, if you don't already know, I'm a college student coming into my second year, which is really weird to say because COVID happened during my sophomore year of high school. And to think that I'm in my sophomore year of college is something that I haven't quite yet wrapped my head around. I don't know if I ever will, but regardless, I'm really excited for this year. And one of the things that I became this year is an RA. Being an RA has been on my bucket list for honestly years, even before coming to college, because my dad was an RA when he was in college, and he would always tell us stories from being an RA. And so from there, I was like, yeah, that's definitely something that I want to do when I get to college. And so honestly, this is like a side note, but if you're a college student and you're considering it, I honestly just say go for it, or at least apply and go from there, because highly recommend. But anyways, one of the perks of being an RA is that you get a single room. And so I get complete control over how I get to decorate my room, which is really nice. Okay, so for a little backstory, way back when, during COVID actually, I went through an interior designing phase where I would binge watch all these room tours. Mr. Kate, that we were like this, honestly. I really do feel like going down the interior designing rabbit hole prepared me for this very moment, because I finally get to apply my knowledge fully for a whole room. Well, I've always had like single rooms, like of course like back home, but being able to do that when I'm away is really nice. Because generally speaking, my room is really important to me because it's my space, like it's where I decompress. Like it affects my energy levels, and so having my room fit to, I guess, my standards really has helped me like with my creativity, my productivity, etc. Like it's just a vibe. So each day I always look forward to going back to my room because it's my sanctuary. It's my home away from home. So as an RA, we had to move in a little less than a month before all other students come back on campus. One, for training, and also to do like certain tasks to prepare for residents coming. So I had a good amount of time to get together my room before classes started, which is really nice. And I really needed it too, because long story short, I'm a quote special RA. I'm, how do I explain this? Within the RA world, there's a thing called RLPs, which is Residential Learning Program. Basically a program for residents who apply and get accepted, and they all share the same like identity or interest. And we basically do programming and like activities together, and they're also just living together. It's cool. I feel like I explained that pretty badly, but hopefully you get the gist. So initially I was assigned the Transfers United RLP in the same building I'm in now. There's two RLPs in the building that I'm in, me and this other amazing RA named Bao-on. And basically there was a little switcheroo incident to where she got my intentional RLP and I got hers, because the one I'm over now is called Blue, which is like entrepreneurship, innovation, creativity, all things I'm interested in and like pursuing. And she's a transfer student. So Transfers United is a community of transfer students. So it's like, yeah. But anyways, we had all hands on deck to switch rooms, and we were able to do so before like the residents came back, which is Amazing timing that we caught that slip up before residents came, because that'd be insanely awkward. But anyways, I digress. Yeah, moving in was a very big process, but we're here. And so that gives me even more appreciation because I even had some of the other RAs help me, my friends help me. Y'all are real for that. So I'd categorize the theme of my room as a boho retro type vibe, if you can't already tell. I've had this theme in my other rooms back home for years now, and I've always liked it. And generally speaking, I want my room to be a reflection of myself. Like, I want someone to be able to go in my room without knowing it's my room and be like, yeah, that's Kayla's room. Which I think I pretty much accomplished. With any room across the board, I love when rooms have a light mode and a dark mode, and so of course I incorporate that into my personal rooms. Throughout the room, I incorporated bits of greenery. I think it's important to have a living plant in your room because it makes it more lively, in my opinion, and also just the whole thing with the oxygen and it's just refreshing, to put it shortly. Also, it's nice to take care of something that's not myself. So when she's thriving, I'm thriving. And she's been thriving. Oh, and I say she when referring to my plants because everything in my room is pretty much feminine energy. Strong women, except Dexter. Dexter's cool as hell though. He's the man of the house. He watches over everyone. Starting with, I guess, specific sections, we can start back here, being that we're already here. How convenient. I feel like this is a very big pinpoint in my room. I feel like with poster walls, it could go either way of being like, quote, quote, like tacky or too busy or really put together. I knew I wanted to hang the picture and the frame up, but I was kind of concerned about how it would look with the other posters and if it would be like too busy or if the colors would clash or whatever. It ended up working out really well, which I'm really glad because I'm emotionally tied to these posters. The wall is filled with some of my favorite films. Musicians. And also my favorite city. Also, I'm completely tooting my own horn, so to speak. I made that poster. I'm really proud of it, actually. Very, very, very proud of it. I really ate with that. Yeah. I also have some books that I picked up. I use the space primarily to either read or film. It's one of my film setups in addition to this one. It's just an overall vibe. Also, I got this ottoman for my first room or my first dorm last year. And when I was getting it, I was initially hesitant on getting it, but in general, I feel like getting furniture is very scary, and I will literally take days, sometimes weeks, in order to decide on something, because I don't know, it's a big commitment. I'm the type of person where with my room, I don't like to get stuff that I'll throw out at the end of the year. I like for things to be something I see myself using for years to come. Moving to the desk area, I have my refrigerator here next to my desk and my plant on top of it. Again, she is thriving. I got these magnets when I went to Chicago for a film festival, and there was a nearby art shop and they had these and I thought they were like the coolest things. I wish I remembered the name, but it's in downtown Chicago, I think. My overall desk area, I try not to keep too many things on my desk because it's like distracting when I'm doing work. Also, one thing I'm obsessed with my residence hall, the natural light that I get from these windows is actually insane. And it's really nice because I'll like pull up my blinds and just leave them open. So I'm so I'm so blessed. Because comparing it to my room last year, I had a little window that didn't get open because people could see into the room. So this is a big upgrade to compensate for the lack of vitamin D I got last year. Also, I put up a puppy monitor because I didn't know what to put on my monitor. I use it as like a TV thing, and I thought that would be better than like a clock or something. I don't know. Anyways, moving over a little bit to the right is my photo wall slash film wall of film pictures that I all took. I keep my records in a bin in between my desk and my dresser, which is like a perfect fit, by the way. It was weird, but I guess that really worked out. Okay, I got cold. Okay, so dresser area, we have Dexter. Then we have my record player, of course, to go with the record. And I love this picture. It reminds me of, I forgot her name, Marja. Yeah. I love this picture because it reminds me of Marseille Martin. There's a TikTok she did that just really resonated with me.
But I'm sorry to anyone that I offended or haven't gotten to your expectations about how I'm supposed to be, and I apologize, and I never want to hurt anyone's feelings or have anyone worried about what my decisions are. I'm sorry. Thank you.
So when I saw this picture, I was like, I have to have it. And then I have my calendar right next to it, right below my shoe rack. I don't wear shoes in my room, and I make everyone who enters my room like take their shoes off, because at my house back home, we don't do shoes in the house. So it just feels weird, especially having an area rug. Whatever that one rapper said, I forgot who said it. Bitch, don't wear no shoes in my house. With my bed area, I decided to loft it because one, I don't mind lofted beds. I know some people are weird about it. I don't mind it. I actually really like it, especially since you have a lot of storage underneath. The bottom of my bed is used more so for like functionality. I cook my own food, so it's like my mini kitchen and also a storage area. And the top of my bed, of course, is my bed. I am actually obsessed with this mirror that I got. I got it with my friend at Home. That's the place. This is probably one of my favorite decorative pieces in my room because of just how perfectly it fits and ties the room together. I didn't want to put more posters in that area because I think that it would have been too busy. Well, one, because of my photo wall of my photographs and photography. My nook, which is basically like also a picture wall-esque. And also I put my vision board right next to my bed. So having yet another thing of pictures would just be too much. Also, mirrors in general just open up the area. It's literally perfect. I guess the last section of my room, or like specific section, is I guess it's a shelf area. Is that considered a shelf? Like a rack? I don't know. I don't know what exactly you would call that, but open for interpretation. I want it somewhere where I could like display my books because I don't like keeping them in a drawer. I like putting them on display, which was one of my main purposes or reasons to get a side table. I also keep my film and photo stuff in this little basket and my journals and then some magazines I collected. So yeah, that's basically the gist of my room. This by far is definitely one of my favorites, if not, it might be my favorite actually. And the fact that it's my college dorm room it just makes it all the better because my life right now is primarily college, and the college experience, I mean, it's different for everyone, but in general, it is not for the weak, at least where I am. So having a sanctuary to come back to and just, I guess, grow in is really nice. I hope that you got something away from this video, whether it's just for pure entertainment, maybe inspiration into how you want to decorate your room. Who knows? I don't know. If you could take anything from this video, I think investing in your room is 100% a good investment. And if you invest in the right items, it's something that you can keep for a while. Honestly, it's really just worth it to be excited to go back to your room and to have it not look like a complete prison cell. Because, I mean, I can only speak for my building, but we have white cement walls, like blocks of cement. If you don't decorate it properly, it will definitely look like it's giving prison. So that's not the vibes. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you later. Bye.